Hi everybody, welcome to my space. I've had a few requests to show my scrapbooking room, so I thought I would go ahead and do that today. It's kind of on the cleaner side because of the 4th of July, so I thought I'd share. It's a work in progress, so it's what you see is not what it's going to be. So I'm going to do a quick pan through the room and try not to I'm standing at the doorway, so this is what you see when you walk into my room. I'll try and go a little bit slower, and I'm going to close the door behind me. And that is my room. So, oops, sorry. First time I've done this, so I don't know how it's going to go. And if it's going really, really fast, look down. Don't look at it. Okay, so we're just going to start right here. So this and this are my scraps and my color drawers. And then there's Bud. So in this one, it is all of my colors. These would be ribbons and die cuts and enamel dots and things like that that are sorted by color. And they're just like in little iris containers and so forth. Up here is just some miscellaneous stuff that needs to get put away. I have here is some layouts that need to get put away, and then some scraps, and then these are all scrap paper. Now, I try to go and coordinate, like this is the white drawer, and it's the same height as the white drawer. Black scraps, black embellishments, so forth. So that is that right there. Then when you come over here is you start my calyx unit. And so up above in that wooden sewing box is like my threads and things like that. I don't think there's anything in this drawer yet. I have maybe some stamps and things. I have some more baker's twine here. Up above I have florals, and then I just have containers that have like colored pencils there, water markers here, scissors here. I have my typewriters going across the top, and then I just have like an album of old photos. There's markers and things here, and then just like my Bible journals and stuff. That's the top row. Starting over in the corner, I have my oops, sorry, it's focusing on my hand. Over in the corner, I have Stampin' Up markers, and then the green aqua folders, those have my 12-inch chipboard, my 12 by 12 stickers. There's like the specialty papers and things like that. The craft ones here, those have like by designer. So if I want Paige Evans, those are my 12 by 12 loose papers that are more modern. Then I have, this is just mainly like paper pads that I bought more recently. Then I have, in these, I have just photos and then like miscellaneous things, my printer and things that I use that I grab in my power strip and things like that, my baby wipes are there, and my filming equipment. And then on the desk, I just have things that I grab at more often. Over on this side of the desk, I have my paints and things in there. And then again, like the Stampin' Up trays for embossing and things like that. I have several of my in progress albums up here that it's just easier to have them there. They're not eventually going to stay. And then down here I have my vinyls, and I'm not sure what's in that box. We'll look in a minute. The bottom box is a box of envelopes, and then with the old sticker letters are in there. So we're going to go a little bit closer. Hopefully I won't. So in here, I just have my camera equipment and my camera. and it's just there for now. I don't know if it'll stay. In here, I have mixed media, so my heat gun, I have my gesso, I have templates, and just things that I would use for mixed media in there. Down here, I have like my glue guns and things like that, and more glue refills. Here is miscellaneous distressing stuff. So there's the daubers and just different mixed media distressing tools are in there. And let's see what's in here. Oh, these are my Xyron sticker makers that I haven't used in a while. And then under here, I have my sewing machine. And down below that, I have miscellaneous pictures and ephemera and things that are family related, like historical. And then the cube next to it with a purple lid, those are my old Cricut cartridges. And above that is some of my books. And I think there might be photos in there too. Sorry about the bad quality of shooting here. This is a first for me here. In here, I have all of my, this would be all of my watercolor stuff. So I have my tray, watercolor pencils, and different watercolors that I've used. And that just is all in here. And then this one is full of sewing stuff. And yeah, so I've kind of set it up so where I can put my sewing tape, pull my machine out and have this side sewing and the other side scrapbooking. So over here, this is all of my Cricut tools and things that I need. And this is where I pretty much sit. So I'm going to go ahead and sit in my squeaky chair and show you what I use when I'm working. So here is, my main tools that I grab at. I've got my, one of my adhesives. This is the art glitter glue that I'm testing out. I have die cuts and things that I fussy cut out. Stack of photos that I'm kind of working on. And then there's just some of my embellishment things that need to get put away. My Epson PictureMate 400 is here. I have a large Archivers ink pad that sits out here. In this drawer, I have mainly like tags and bags and things. So that would be kind of the theme here, along with my We Are Memory Keeper hole punch. And I also have some of the Avery hole reinforcers and other little tags and things. And then in there, I have just a few of the smaller stamp sets that I can sometimes use for making little titles. And in here is all of my inking kind of supplies. So I have my Tim Holtz mats, I have my brayer, I have my cleaning pad, I have more of my spongy tools, my Versamark and refills. So this is pretty much ink. My inking blocks are in here. This would be kind of what I consider my stamping drawer. Okay, then I gotta just adjust here. And again, those are just kind of the papers that I have at hand. So like I have my white and my black I can get at real quick. My Cricut pads and things like that are right here. I have my wax paper. On the wall, I have my stamp pads from Stampin' Up. And then I have my cutters from Creative Memories. So then down here, this drawer is kind of a catch-all. I have my distressings in here. I have my cleaners. These are some sketches, envelopes, refills for my printers, batteries. There's extra glue back there. So it's kind of a catch-all. And then down here, I keep my different cuttings. I have my Big Mama foam tape, my ATG. They're kind of not put in right now, but I have my Tim Holtz and stamp pad or stamp thingy platform, and then my Martha Stewart's score is down here, and then here is just like my close to my heart border maker system, and any punches that I tend to gravitate towards on a regular basis, those are there. In here I have what I would consider tools. So my scissors, my punches, my tiny attacher, my tweezers. I have my my thingamajiggy. I'm using technical terms again. The thing that, what the heck? The thing that seals things, the plastic sealer thing from We Are Memory Keeper. You know, that thingy-majiggy. Technical terms. And then in here, I have this is all adhesive. So I have my refills. I have, this is some foam adhesives. I have my my fine line bottle. I have dots in here. I have a refill. I have my undo, just different adhesive type things. And they're like right next to where I scrap. Down here, I just have a couple of my traveler's notebooks. In this one is dies, and in this one I had been doing a notebook that had samples of all the punches and dies that I had. And this here is word phrases, and then in this one is all of my sticker pads that are kind of like the ones that go for the calendars, you know, and that kind of stuff. Over here, I do have a couple more albums, and that is my paper that I use for printing my die cuts. And then in this cubby down here, I have all of my Cuttlebug stuff, along with the embossing folders, the plates, and things like that. Then I have, that's my box I use for when I am doing mixed splattering, things like that. This cubby up here has Christmas stuff in it, and the one that's below it has like some canvases and miscellaneous odd stuff. My recent purchase that will probably end up going, but it was only $3.99, I think, is this box here. And so I'm not real 100% sold on it, but I have some of my stickers that are in here. And I also have back there is some of the page kits that we put together that are in the process of being worked on. So they're all contained. There is a different one at IKEA that I want to get. So that will not, it doesn't match my room, but it was at least black. So it kind of blended. So now I'm going to raise you up a little, and we're going to go over here. And now you're going to work with me. And I'm going to wave hi. So this is my computer system that I work during the day, and I just have travel photos, family photos, my old cameras and things are up there. Then on this container, I have my calendar, and then I have boxes of photos. I have a cat that likes to sit on my albums, and then I have albums that are in the process of being worked on. I have this little table that would be somewhere that I would consider putting, hello, he's making me blurry. I would consider going and putting like that box of stamps that's in the corner. I would put that there along with my Cuttlebug. However, it currently is holding a cat bed, and he's claimed the territory. In here, I just have like computer stuff. And then in the cabinet down below is where I have my laptop and computer bag, my Nuvo, and then I have in here my spray bottles. So that's that. Then, if you come over here is my Cricut station. So I have my Cricut here, I have the maker, and then I have my heat press and mat. And then I have in these drawers everything I need for Cricut stuff and in etching. So then it takes you across the room here. Currently that is stamps that I'm taking off the blocks, and they will have to find a home eventually. This is just odds and end Cricut stuff. So there's like to do, it's like the film for doing templates and things. Then we have my other shelf. So up here I have all of my Photoplay, Echo Park, and those kinds of paper kits. In the brown cube is all things that I use for the Cricut, so like baker's towels and pot holders and things that I can make projects out of. They're all stored in there until I make the projects. And then down here is all of my paper pads. These are mainly like the American Craft. There is some Craftsmith, but they're all have the name of the designer on there, so they're easy to get at. I have my 6x6 paper pads here. I have embossing powder and some flowers, you know, the silk flowers are in those drawers. That is a bag of dies that need to find a home yet. And then in here is all of my thickers and thicker word phrases and things, and my tiny letters. Down here is all of my stickers that are in the accordion folders by theme. And then down at the bottom, these are all still filled with stamp sets that are going to be have the blocks taken off. I have a small stash of Echo Park pages that didn't fit in there. The bottom box again is more stamps that need to be unblocked. These are all eyelets and different ephemera, you know, your brads, things like that. And then on this shelf here going up, I have Stampin' Up! Travel and Halloween on that one. More stamps on this one. And then up above is Creative Memory Kits, birthday, and what's the last one? More close to my heart. It's close to my heart, birthday, and then creative memories. And then I just have like photos and cards and things up here. And here I have sewing stuff and buttons up there. And then again, more card blanks and photos and things there. So that is the main part of my room. I'm going to put you on pause and I'll take you into the closet. Okay, so this is my closet, and hopefully you're getting a decent look at it. It's not huge, just a little walk-in closet, but I can kind of show you. So here I just have like bags and things hanging, but also my plastic bags that I use for storage are in here. I have just a step stool and then like my box that my sewing machine goes into in there. Up above, I have like old storage up here, envelopes, the typewriter cover, some old albums, and then ink refills here. This next shelf is all paper, and it's pretty much by color, and there is some design pattern paper that I've taken apart, but primarily it's cardstock. And then on this side is 8.5 by 11. So that's that side. And here is 8 by 8 paper. This is miscellaneous like twine and things. And these are also miscellaneous older stuff I'd never get into anymore that need to be gone through. These are page protectors and folders and things like that. And then in here is like Project Life cards are in here. Both the 4x6 and then the 3x4 cards are in here. These I got at the Container Store. They're just for shoes. And then up here I have wood veneer and sequins and some miscellaneous like cork, but primarily it's wood veneer and sequins in here. Down here is all my old pattern paper that I still try and get into. And then I have in here is boxes of, they'd be more like the wedding and then a lot of like, if there was a trip, the ephemera and stuff that I've picked up is in those. The bottom is just miscellaneous things. Again, like old albums, stamp storage, and then I have a box of envelopes down here. So this is still a work in progress. Need to go through and decide what I want. So in here I have punches. And can't get it all the way open, but here's more punches. And here is more punches. I have in here is all ribbon. These are all envelopes and things for card making. And then down here is a light board and more vinyl and stuff for my laminating machine. So that is my space. It's kind of organized. I can find everything that I need, but it's still, like I said, a work in progress for 25 years of scrapbooking. You know, I still have a lot, but right now it all kind of fits and is kind of all organized. So that is my space where I work during the day and craft at night. So I want to thank you for stopping by. Hopefully you didn't get too sick with my shoddy camera views. I just found that I could make my camera less zoomy. So here's a better look at the room. But yeah, it's from what I started out with, being in a rolly tote, to now having my own dedicated space. It makes me happy. So thank you so much for stopping by and checking out my space. And we will see you all again soon. Bye-bye.